off the play fake on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Wants to go up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Corrals it at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. He's got it on the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
At the 42. 2nd down.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchup somewhere else.
They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. How about this running back dragging a toe and getting it inbounds?
Showing off the wide receiver skills. You know, running backs are so talented nowadays, and you split them out as a wide receiver so much, and he showed it there. He could play wide out easily with a nice catch, nice awareness.
From the gun, the ground game. Pulled down after a nice red zone at the 19. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a man. It's Allen. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hester. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
On the option. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Toledo put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Rockets had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. The MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Allen. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm, find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. On the move is the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Allen. This time it's complete. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
First and 10.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Snatches it on the right. Open spaces. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Allen. Swings it out to the flat. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
Nice job by the quarterback knowing where his answer was against the blitz and against man coverage, picking up that completion.
Back to throw, it's Allen. Still looking, on the move. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking to throw on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. Makes a catch down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going for it all. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. With the catch, it's Hurtado. Turning it on! He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Allen. Under fire. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Gideon.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. And some room to work. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
And the Cardinals have their offense in high gear. as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Cardinals will hustle to the line. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And the Cardinals, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
28, Louisville, 14.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
State Buckeyes will take over. 1st and 10.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. RPO complete to open the drive. Breaks into the open. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good to say. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right now.
It's a seam wide open.
bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes, yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Brings up third down.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll move the tight end. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
14.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Now they'll try the right side. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Allen. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
14.
And the Cardinals will kick it away to crank up the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half on the ground. Got enough for the first down. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Obviously, this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might as well stick with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be.
Throws toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. To the air, it's Allen. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man down the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. On target. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back has it. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
In the end zone.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in on the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He'll take another shot here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Carr. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Louisville! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Makes the grab on the left.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. A run for the quarterback. Runs through a tackle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Got his man quickly. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for you.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Behind the line, it's Davison. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. On play action on 1st down. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Trying to find the end zone. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Running into the open space. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
Military stomp, jerk.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They're going to ride this running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Pace, 27, jump.
Looking for a man. It's Allen. Oh, they're after him. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive.
Here we go.
Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Pressure coming. They reached into the bag of tricks on 3rd down, and it did not work.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's what...
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down and wants more. The 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And the extra point was good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds him out of the backfield. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Buys a little time with his feet. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Davison. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the wildcat.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
First and 10.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's Reinhardt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Brings up second down.
They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Lasso! Lasso!
Trying to impose their will with the run. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff. But, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.